right, everybody, on this 18th day of June, on this Wednesday afternoon, I want to give you a brief update on what's happening out there with another afternoon of scattered storms. Not are severe, but they are, making some noise out there. Got some heavy downpours, and a few of those may provide some strong wind gusts. This is more of an afternoon briefing. I'll tell you what will happen this evening, and then look ahead to tomorrow as we're dealing with this rinse and repeat weather forecast. It's been with us the past week, but we're finally going to break this pattern a bit and fall into more of a hot weather pattern heading into the weekend. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have out there this afternoon. If you've been out and about, you probably got caught a couple of downpours. Got several advisories, but again, as we've noted the past several days, these are a step below a severe thunderstorm warning. Many of these are noting there could be some wind gusts upwards of 40 miles an hour. Kind of common, when you deal with some afternoon storms, you get a lot of heavy downpours of rain. It'll bring some strong gusts to the surface, but the severe element is very low today. So take comfort in that. However, the lightning risk is big. And of course, there's so many outdoor activities, you need to get inside and protect yourself from the lightning. Not as much going on north and west of the city. Most of this now southwest and to the east, but even in the city, got some heavy downpours about to move in. So that's a brief overview. I'll just show you some of these here. And this is a advisory out to the top of the hour, 5 o'clock. It includes Bradley, Polk, McMinn. And again, could have some wind gusts up to 40 and a little pea-sized hail. That's all moving off to the northeast at 15. Pretty slow movement there. Pretty slow movement. And then farther southwest in the parts of Catoosa, Walker, Dade, we're kind of keeping an eye on that line of storms right there moving in. So across Rossville, Fort Oglethorpe, Chattanooga Valley, Flintstone area, you can see again gust up to 40, heavy rain and quite a bit of lightning. Same thing for that line extending down over DeKalb County, right along the DeKalb-Jackson line. That is bringing into southern Dade, into Walker, Chattooga. You might see more of an advisory here as that moves on by. Same thing with some wind gust. So I want to take these advisories off so you can see the radar view just a little bit better. There you go. And you can see there's some downpours south of the city, right near the tip of Lookout Mountain there. And that's going down into the Valley View. You go into the Flintstone area, and then you go up Highway 2 up to Fort Oglethorpe. So I got some downpours coming in. St. Elmo, some showers and storms right across the state line. That'll be scooting on by in the southern parts of the city. Quite a bit of lightning there coming off the top of Lookout. So getting a little noisy out there. Remember what I said? When thunder roars, head indoors. All right. You see the same thing down towards south of Trenton, not far from Rising Fawn, and you cross the state line to Ider, Henniger, and those areas on Sand Mountain, about to move into the valley, though, toward Valley Head and eventually towards Fort Payne and Rainsville, living up to its name today with some rain out there. Had some heavier downpours from Lafayette up to around Ringgold, and in Ringgold, it's been pretty noisy there around the town over to around Varnell. A lot of lightning there, a little bit more coming in from the south and west. Let's take a look, shall we, at some of the wind gust potential in some of these. And you're going to see some gust at times. So we just show you the velocity scan. And you can see right in here especially, I'll point it out, got some pretty strong gust here coming into DeKalb and Dade County there. And right along 59 there, a couple of pockets of wind gusts, 35 to 40 possible. Up in here to the north on that line, not quite as bad, but still a little breezy out there. These are below the severe wind gusts, but nevertheless still a bit strong. Same thing with those cells from Tunnel Hill to Dalton. We get that bright red that indicates some gusts up to 30, 40. That's above the surface there, so it's going to get a little breezy out there. But again, below that threshold, 58, which is considered severe. And a few pockets here and there, but again, not too strong. That appears to be the strongest there in Dade County. And again, there's an overview of the entire viewing area with those advisories there. Let's go, let's take those off one more time. And we'll start from the northeast to the southwest. You can see not far from Benton up to Etowah. Some heavy downpours there, quite a bit of lightning. Time to go inside for a while. These, again, are not severe cells, but up 411. Beware Tellico Plains, maybe reaching Inglewood with some heavy rain coming in as it moves north and east. Cherokee County, not a whole lot going on. Heavy downpours of rain, again, northern parts of Whitfield, northern Murray, right along into the southern part of Bradley County. So South of Cleveland, very noisy booms to the south. Large cluster of lightning there near Cohutta. So be aware of that. Big lightning threat and big downpours. In fact, just to give you an idea, if the storm just sat there for an hour, which it's not, it's moving, but if it did, it would have the capacity of dumping 3 inches of rain. But with moving slowly, it could easily put down an inch and a half of rain in many spots. So be aware of excessive runoff and a little bit of flooding in those areas with Varnell, Cohutta, Wildwood Lake, southern Bradley, southern Polk. Very heavy rain. Same thing toward Tunnel Hill to Dalton. Busy time of day with traffic, of course. Very heavy rain moving in. Same thing, southern parts of Catoosa. Showers around Lafayette. Heavy downpours here on top of Lookout Mountain. Over near the Cloudland Canyon area. A lot of lightning with that too. That has some strong wind gusts. So probably a little upslope there going over Lookout. A little bit stronger gust onto that west brow side. Notice this movement off to the east and northeast. Go down to the south a bit. And this is almost just to the west of paralleling I-59. Heavy downpours of rain with that. Some occasional wind gusts and lightning as that moves on through. And then to the north, some showers here, Sale Creek to Dayton, but again, not too severe with that. But be aware of the lightning risk, as that moves on through. Now let's talk about what's going to happen through tonight, through tomorrow. I'll pull up the short-range high-res model here. So as we go through the early stages of the evening hours, the showers out there now move away. So in the 6 or 7 o'clock hour, those kind of move away. Things get a little bit quieter. But if you notice off to the west, we go deeper into the night. Way after midnight, we'll keep an eye on some showers and storms coming in deep into the overnight hours. So see it out there between 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m., 3 and 5, you got some showers coming in. Severe threat's low, but don't be surprised if you're awakened by some claps of thunder overnight into early Thursday morning. And that may get us off to a rather wet start to the day on Thursday. So here's our future track model. I'll show you something similar here. I said similar 3 times, but here we go. What you can see again, we go beyond midnight. Things are a little bit calmer, but then we go deep into the overnight hours. It shows more showers coming a little bit later in the morning. So we'll keep in mind there's a chance overnight, a little bit to start today, Thursday. But it looks like that's going to be the wettest time of the day. Get to the afternoon and the evening on Thursday, drier air starts to move in. So a few showers may be left over Thursday evening. But after this, things really start to calm down by later Thursday evening. We get to Friday, it may get off to a comfortable start. But then late on Friday, got temperatures topping out near 90 with plenty of sunshine and far fewer showers. So we're going to kind of break this pattern a bit, where fewer showers and hotter temperatures coming up for the next several days. But that's what we'll be watching for the overnight hours. I'll have a full update coming up in about a half hour on News Channel 9 starting at 5 o'clock. So here we go one more time. Here's what we're watching this afternoon. Again, everything is below severe levels. It's a bit noisy out there. And in many areas, it's raining buckets, very heavy downpours of rain. A couple of advisories, meaning some of these may provide some gusts up to 40 miles an hour. Not every gust, but a few occasional. But you can see the heaviest rain right now, southern parts of Bradley. And that advisory includes southern McMinn, parts of Polk. So be aware of that very heavy rain from Varnell to Cisco, right along the state line there between Bradley, Polk, Murray, and Whitfield. A lot of lightning. Heavy rain that kind of carries down toward the Dalton area, kind of a broken line, but Chatsworth, you're going to have heavy rain coming your way. Same thing towards Chickamauga to Trenton. Again, breezy, rainy, and some lightning, but lightning being your main threat with this. And the same thing down to around the Fort Payne area. So that's the way things are looking at the moment during this 4 o'clock hour. So that's a briefing for now to get you caught up on what's happening. These will be around for the early stages of the evening hours and kind of move away, with some showers and thunder rolling back in during the overnight hours. But I have a full update coming your way on News Channel 9 starting at 5 o'clock, and of course on newschannel9.com, streaming on your mobile device. But thanks so much for watching this update. We, of course, will have more updates when necessary, when needed, as storms move on through. But thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, everybody.